So not used to these key bindings. How do I even get the first Fury? Like what? There's a damage reduction guide on here. Okay, this works good. This works good, boys. Just gotta get a bit used to the build. It's gonna take a bit of time. But yeah, like my damage is so much higher than it was before. Yes, chat? I cannot spin here. Oh, it works. This build is smashing, boys. It's like day and night difference to what I was playing before. China build number 1, boys. I'm even good with just making small pulls. Okay, I need to dash more often. Oh, I'm stuck. Let's go. Conduit may be good to see what happened with my music. Restarting my playlist in the middle of the run. Guess this guy's gonna live. Ooh. Good build. Dash too late. On single target, I can't do it properly.
You have the elements aspect on your 2H Mason ring.
Yes, it's supposed to be like that. Okay, this is where it's at, if I can survive or not. Still feeling I'm a bit squishy against these guys. Yeah, gameplay on the boss could be better, but that was first try, tier 20, guys. One shot. And achievement. Boom. Just right after we got the glyph to 50, boys. China build number 1? Is it or is it? Dang, bro. Oh, that was great, man. Good inspiration here. Spin to win. New bomb meta, guys. Okay, this build felt a lot better, and I was like doing some mistakes. I felt the boss fight was a bit sweaty. Switching to Melted Heart to apply my bleed and to apply Vulnerable with my Metamorphosis helped a lot. Like, it helped a shit ton. Just having those buffs up, so this is a good switch to do. So we right now are playing no Target's Will, like full DPS version. Yeah, my gear is definitely worse right now. As well, but I'm pretty okay. I still feel like I could get definitely a new ring and a new pants. But yeah, I think this one is rocking. I like it a lot. China build. So I'm gonna put the English planner in the description as well. So we are rocking Shaco, Disobedience, Ancestral, Quake here, and here I still have crit chance. I would like to have main stat, I guess, as you don't need crit with Furore. Then we are playing Iron Blood Adventures here, defensive pants. You could see like the boss fight, my life was still dancing a lot, but we have double injured damage reduction. We had to drop, like you can go a bit more tanky if you like. Where is it? Here we had to drop Resilience to get in Domination. But Resilience works as well, guys. If you want to be more tanky, you can just switch this out. But it's 24 damage, so it's a lot of damage loss. Then we're rocking, yeah, bleed damage reduction here, and damage reduction from bleeding enemies in general. I think this is a pretty good roll. Could get a bit more armor roll here, 3% more, 2% more, and 3% more injured. That's the big one. Injured here as well. It keeps up our berserking. Then we have Limitless Rage here. Big one here. We went back to Limitless Rage because we now have the... I'll go over the Paragon in a second. Weapon Master Paragon here. It helps a lot. And then we have Overpower here on the Earthstriker. Doombringer here for Life, Grandfather. And then we're rocking the Element. Like, we don't go any resource ring. You don't have any like resources. Like, you only getting resources by switching weapons. Red Furore, Banished Lords, everything. These are my current stats here when I'm buffed. That's how it looks. A bit low on the Overpower, maybe we could get a bit more long term. I'll think about the Paragon board. all damage multiplier. I guess that's coming from the gem. Don't know, I never seen it this high. What the hell? Did it go up? It actually goes up even more. Yeah, like it's all multiplicative, all damage, like 1600 all damage. And then these are the defensive stats here, also really important to have. So we added a lot of bleeding damage reduction here also in the Paragon. Vampiric Powers are looking like this. So we dropped all the overpower stuff, like as we only weapon switch to get overpower. So we have Bathe in Blood, Metamorphosis, Prey of the Weak, Ravenous, and Domination. Expertise is 200 and then obviously the mace. Skill tree. There is a bit more offensive that you can go in the skill tree. So just 2 to unlock. We have 2 points in Whirlwind here just for the Fury. We don't need the bleed anymore because we just get the bleed with Thorns. Whenever they attack us, they become bleeding basically. Hammer of the Ancients. And that's why it's also so important on the boss. Like you want to make them bleed and you want to make them vulnerable first. So if you don't have your challenging shout like I had here, definitely go ahead and equip the Melted Heart so they don't one-shot you. Because these bosses, if you don't have the bleeding damage reduction up and the vulnerable damage reduction and stuff, like they blast you. Then we also have this one, 12% elite damage reduction. Also just for the Seekers. Like the Rift is pretty okay, like I could even tank the poison explosions. But man, those Bloodseekers at the end, they are hostile. Rallying Cry, War Cry, Aggressive Resistance, Prolific Fury. I might get the one more point in here again. I thought the Chinese version completely removed this and put these in Slaying Strike for even more DPS. I will see what we do. Maybe on like tier 24 we need it. Counter-offensive, Brute Force, Heavy-Handed, Wallop, all the multipliers here. Fierce Impulse, Healing, and then the Unbridled Rage, of course. Wrath of the Berserk. Okay, Paragon board is very different now. So this is a China board as well. Territorial here in the starter board. Just for damage reduction, because we need damage reduction if we're dropping Melted Heart. Then we have the Warbringer here and all the Fury nodes together with Ira here, just 40 in range, that's all we need. Like obviously it would be nice to get 2 more points here to get more main stat, but you can't. Like the board is so tight, you can't really do it. I guess I can do this is better. Already found slight optimization. Yeah, because it's just a new board, like I haven't really looked at this too much yet. But yeah, definitely, like instead of the Berserking nodes, like you always rather want, because it gives you 5.3 Berserking and also 5 mate set. So that was already like plus 5 armor basically already. Then we have the Tears of Bloodglyph here. And so mine is like level 52 now. So this one actually gives me 265% damage. And we also get another node here with the Carnage board now, because the attack speed helps us to do our rotation faster. I will go over the rotation in a second. Then we have the weapon switch here. Obviously this helps a lot. I get the Nile here for more rest too. It's just 1 point pickup. And then down here we are rocking Crusher for more overpower damage. And here's the bleed damage reduction, really important as well. Just some more berserking. And here's the same thing, right? If we had another point... Actually, this might be even better. Look into this. But yeah, there's still some like smart optimizations like this, because now we don't need duration. We already overcapped. This is even better. I'm going to change this in the planner as well, that I'm going to have in the description. And then we have Decimator board here with Undaunted. If you feel like you're tanky enough, you can drop Undaunted and put in Dominate here for some big overpower damage. So there's like a lot of switches you can do, whatever you want to dominate. But I like the Undaunted, because yeah, damage reduction, you've seen my life was dancing a lot on this 20, because we don't have our Immortality neck. We just have the Banished Lord, we have to have it, because it gives us more overpower, and it gives us 2.2x. So in the end, it just gives me everything, man. It's nuts. So let's talk a bit about our rotation. So I was talking, I might make a dedicated video as well, because it is complicated, and I'm still learning new things every day. So what you can do to I'm gonna put Talbot's Will on. What you can do to min-max the rotation a bit is you press, like even on a not controller, like on controller it's easy, like you just start smashing and spinning, and you can spin and smash while you move basically. On PC this doesn't work, but you can make it kind of work with holding down shift, like which is my forced standstill. I'm gonna show you my key bindings here real quick. So controls, guys, these are my controls right now. And what I did is I bound shift, and there's a second thing that you can do, shift plus Q. So whenever I just hold shift down all the time, whenever I press Q, it also presses my HotA, which is also on Q. And this one basically allows me to always force stand still whenever I smash anyways. And it also allows you to cancel the Whirlwind animation. I don't have Fury here. And so what you do, step 1, you do the key bindings like this. Steps 2, you hold down force attack, which is shift. You hold down force move, which will look like this. This is basically emulating the controller. Like the controller, if you move your control panel, it always does this. It just moves you all the time. I can also do this on my wheel. If you don't want to hold it down, I can just start spinning my wheel because I have like a Logitech G502, this mouse here. This one stops you a bit. But what you can do is, I have like a button here. So this is how it looks normally. And I have the button here. I can unlock it. And then it keeps, I don't know if you can see it, it keeps spinning. And it's sending like a bunch of force moves into the game, basically. And that's how I'm able to interrupt it. But alternatively, again, you can also just hold down the key. And then basically, I hold down Whirlwind and I just tap HotA. It depends a bit on like your attack speed. But that's how I do it. I can't do it here without Fury. But I will make a separate video probably explaining this. You need like some targets as well. And yeah, it works. It works really good. I mean, you can sort of do it. Like, I can still optimize it. I think there's still, maybe there might be an easier strategy. I was talking to some friends and to some other players. But this is how I do it now. I just spin my wheel, hold shift, and hold Whirlwind key down, and then just smash. And smash like you tap it, right? Tap, 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 depending on how much attack speed you have. And we have a lot of attack speed because we are rocking Ravenous, 40%, and we're rocking movement speed on the boots. And we're rocking 15 attack speed here. We're rocking 15 attack speed ideally here. And we are rocking another, I think it's 16 attack speed right here on Carnage board, which also gives us the X multiplier times 3 damage here, times 1.03 damage again. But yeah, guys, we got the, okay, I see this, collections, challenges, I don't even know where it is, Feasts of Strength. So we got the complete abattoir of tier 20 today. Reward a Zenith title. And yeah, we might try for the 25. But that one I already made a separate video that I'll also link in the description. Is going to be very hard. But yeah, solo tier 20. I think I can probably go to like 21, 22, 23 and maybe even 24 within probably this weekend. We'll see. But yeah, 25 is going to get us hard stuck because there is some, yeah, End of Suffering. It's actually a very good name. So I have a list here with just assumed HP scaling. I showed this in the previous video. But you can see here, these are the tiers. And this is how it feels that the monster scales. So every 5 tiers, there's a huge power gap or power increase. Like it just keeps going up. 5 tiers, 5 tiers. So it goes up by like 20 to 30%, I would say, per tier. But then every 5 tiers, like at 10 or maybe at 15, you noticed it. And at 20, I was talking about it before as well. Like there's like a huge HP gain. So a 20 seems like about twice as hard as a 19. And this gap also happens on tier 24. So the next tier is going to probably be like 20% harder, right? So we're going to be, monsters are going to have 1.2. And then a tier more, they're going to have to the power of 2. So they're going to have 40% more HP. Next tier, they have 70% more HP. And next tier, they have double. So in order to clear 24, I probably need to do double damage, which is about possible. Like this one wasn't that close. It was my first try as well. It wasn't a perfect map. I didn't have a blast wave shrine, which is pretty big. But then on tier 25, this one increases again by like, I would say like a times 6. So we actually need like 10 times, 12 times the damage than what we have now. And maybe this number is even higher. I don't know. Like we've been calculating that the elite monsters have 6 trillion HP on 25. So yeah, this one will probably, the End of Suffering, will probably suffer a lot. But yeah, 25, Barbarian can definitely do it. I'm very confident that the Ball Lightning Sword is going to do it in the next days as well. In fact, Barbarian already did clear the 24. That was Chinese player. I'm going to link that in the description as well. Yeah, we're going to push here some more, and I will have some more videos for you. And probably leave your questions about the rotation in the comments. I'm probably going to make like a dedicated, like frequently asked question video about how you can make this work on a mouse and keyboard. Because, I mean, like, lots of us are just, like, keyboard and mouse fans, and I personally also don't like playing on a controller. That's just me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this overview. Hope you guys enjoyed this clear. Keep pushing. Best of luck out there. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.